Imagine a world where the fastest message traveled at the speed of a horse, a lone rider braving vast distances. News from another city, a vital piece of information could take days, even weeks, to finally arrive at its destination. The wheels of communication turned slowly. Life was smaller, more isolated, confined to the boundaries of one's immediate surroundings. The world felt vast and unreachable. People rarely knew much beyond their own town, their own village. Their understanding of the world was limited by the speed of travel and communication, but the desire to connect, to shrink the world and bridge those distances was a powerful, fundamental human yearning. Inventors and dreamers, visionaries with a spark of ingenuity, set out to change everything. They dared to imagine a world without these limitations. They sought to revolutionize how we live, how we work together, and most importantly, how we connect with one another across vast distances. This isn't just a story about wires and signals, about the cold mechanics of technology. It's fundamentally about people, about brilliant minds grappling with complex problems, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's about ordinary lives transformed by extraordinary inventions, forever altering the fabric of society. From coded messages, painstakingly transmitted across telegraph wires, to live video streams, instantly connecting people across continents, each step forward, each innovation has been a monumental leap for humanity, bringing us closer together. We're about to walk through time to witness this incredible journey, seeing how each new technology built upon the foundation of the last, each invention paving the way for the next, ultimately creating the globally connected world that we now take for granted, a world of instant communication and boundless information. Let's begin with the very first breakthrough, the initial spark of connection that shattered the seemingly insurmountable limits of distance and isolation. We'll explore the invention, the ingenious device, that first allowed messages to travel at speeds faster than any person could ever hope to run or ride, a true revolution in communication. This journey will take us from the telegraph's rhythmic clicks, the staccato sounds of a new era, to the invisible waves of 5G, the ubiquitous technology that powers our modern lives. It's a story that affects every single one of us, shaping our interactions and connecting us to the wider world. It's the story of how we learn to talk to the world, to share our thoughts and ideas across continents, and how the world, in turn, learned to talk back, creating a global conversation that continues to this day. So let's dive in and see how it all began, exploring the origins of our hyper-connected world. Scene transition. Our story begins in the 1830s, a time when the world was vast and communication was slow. News traveled at the pace of a horse or a ship, and the idea of instant connection was the stuff of dreams. Then came the telegraph, an invention that seemed like magic, a device capable of collapsing distance and time. It was a marvel of engineering and ingenuity. Before the telegraph, messages crawled across the land by foot, horse, taking days, weeks, or even months to reach their destination, or ship, braving treacherous seas and unpredictable weather. The world felt much larger then, separated by the limitations of travel. Samuel Morse changed everything with his groundbreaking invention. He devised a way of sending messages through a wire using electricity, a revolutionary concept that would forever alter human communication. Morse code, dots and dashes, a simple yet elegant system. It became the language of instant communication, a code that could be transmitted across vast distances in the blink of an eye. Operators tapped keys, sending pulses down wires, translating words into a series of clicks and pauses. At the other end, messages were decoded and written down, transforming the electrical signals back into human-readable text. Suddenly, news that once took weeks to disseminate could arrive in minutes, transforming the speed of information and reshaping society. Businesses, newspapers, and governments could coordinate across vast distances with unprecedented efficiency. The first public telegraph line in the U.S. opened in 1844, marking a pivotal moment in the history of communication. It sent the message, "What hath God wrought?" A question that reflected the awe and wonder of this new technology. The telegraph proved electricity could send information through wires, a revelation that sparked a wave of innovation and progress. It was laying the foundation for all future communication technology, paving the way for the interconnected world we live in today. It was the first step in building a global network, connecting people and places in ways never before imagined. The quiet clicking of the telegraph key was the first sound of our interconnected age, a promise that distance would no longer be a barrier, and that the world was about to become a much smaller place. The telegraph was revolutionary, but it couldn't carry a voice. That changed in 1876, when Alexander Graham Bell spoke the first words over the telephone. "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." The telephone turned sound waves into electrical signals, allowing real-time two-way conversations. For the first time, people could hear each other's voices from miles away, a deeply personal connection. Early telephones were expensive and required operators to connect calls. As technology improved, telephones spread into homes, linking neighborhoods, cities, and countries. The telephone reduced isolation, made business easier, and saved lives. Picking up a phone and hearing a familiar voice became a normal part of daily life. The telephone wasn't just an improvement on the telegraph, it was a new kind of connection. It brought us closer to the instant personal communication we know today. The next leap in communication cut the wires: radio. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, inventors like Marconi sent signals through the air using electromagnetic waves. At first, radio sent Morse code to ships at sea, improving safety. Soon, it sent music and voices to wide audiences. Radio was one to many. A single station could reach anyone with a receiver. In the 1920s, families gathered around radios for news, music, and entertainment. Radio created a shared national experience and a common culture. It became the most important source of news, especially during crises like World War II. Radio showed the power of mass media, entertaining, informing, and uniting millions without a single wire. The technology paved the way for television, mobile phones, and Wi-Fi. The air itself became the highway for our ideas, stories, and songs, connecting the world like never before. After sending voices through the air, the next step was sending pictures, television. TV became a reality for most people after World War II, capturing moving images and broadcasting them into homes. In the 1950s, television exploded in popularity. Families gathered to watch news, shows, and live events. TV brought the world into living rooms, creating shared cultural moments and changing politics, advertising, and daily life. It became the dominant form of mass media, shaping what people talked about and cared about. Television combined sound and moving images, showing the power of visual storytelling. It set the stage for a future where we'd want to see each other as well as hear each other, paving the way for video calls, streaming, and the visual internet. Scene transition. While TV took over living rooms, another revolution began. Computers. Early computers were massive, built for calculations and code breaking, but they introduced digital information. Data broken into bits, ones and zeros. Digital information is precise and allows perfect copies, unlike analog signals. The invention of the microprocessor in the 1970s put a computer's brain on a single chip, making personal computers possible. Suddenly, individuals could use computers at home for work, play, and managing information. These early computers weren't yet connected, but they created the digital language and processing power needed for the next stage. The computer was the engine. The internet would be the car. The digital revolution had begun, ready to merge with the communication revolution. The next leap connected computers together, the internet. Born from a military project in the 1960s, the internet broke information into packets that could travel any route to their destination. For years, the internet was for scientists and academics. In the 1990s, Tim Berners-Lee's World Wide Web made it accessible to everyone, introducing websites, hyperlinks, and browsers. Suddenly, anyone could explore a vast, interconnected library of information. The internet changed how we get news, shop, learn, and connect. Email, search engines, and online communities transformed daily life. The internet used the digital language of computers and the wired networks of telephones, building on everything that came before. But it was also something new, a two-way, many-to-many global system. The internet set the stage for the next revolution, taking it with us wherever we go. The dream of personal, portable communication became reality with mobile phones in the 1980s. Early phones were bulky and expensive, but they untethered us from homes and offices. Mobile phones use a network of cells and towers, seamlessly handing off calls as we move. The real revolution came when phones connected to the internet, creating the smartphone. The 2007 iPhone combined phone, music, and internet in one device. Suddenly, the full power of the internet was in our pockets. Smartphones became our cameras, navigators, wallets, and main communication tools. Constant connectivity changed social habits, work, and how we interact with the world. The journey from telegraph to smartphone put a powerful computer in nearly every pocket, connecting us to a global network anytime, anywhere. Today, we're entering the era of 5G, a transformative period that promises to redefine how we interact with technology and each other. It's the fifth generation of mobile networks, building upon decades of innovation and paving the way for unprecedented connectivity. Each generation has brought us closer together, fostering a more interconnected global community. 1G gave us the ability to make analog calls, a groundbreaking achievement at the time. 2G introduced us to the convenience of text, allowing for quick and easy communication. 3G unlocked the potential of mobile internet, bringing the web to our fingertips. And 4G revolutionized streaming and apps, enabling rich multimedia experiences on the go. Now, 5G is a giant leap, a monumental advancement that promises to transform industries and reshape our daily lives. It's capable of speeds up to 100 times faster than 4G, offering unparalleled data transfer rates. This comes with almost zero delay, also known as low latency, which is crucial for many advanced applications. 5G also boasts the ability to connect massive numbers of devices simultaneously, far exceeding the capacity of previous generations. This will enable real-time applications like self-driving cars, making transportation safer and more efficient. It will also power remote surgery, bringing expert medical care to underserved areas, and it will facilitate the development of smart cities, creating more sustainable and livable urban environments. 5G will power the Internet of Things, connecting billions of devices and creating a truly interconnected world. This includes connecting everything from refrigerators, allowing for smarter food management and reduced waste, to traffic lights, optimizing traffic flow and reducing congestion. From the telegraph's clicks to 5G's invisible power, telecommunication is a story of human ingenuity and our fundamental need to connect, share, and collaborate. Each new technology has shrunk our world, making it easier than ever to communicate with people across the globe, and it has expanded our possibilities, opening up new avenues for innovation, creativity, and economic growth. The journey isn't over. We are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. 5G is just the beginning, a stepping stone towards an even more connected and intelligent future. It's the dawn of a new, more connected, more intelligent chapter in the story of human communication. The future of communication is being built right now, with engineers and innovators working tirelessly to bring this vision to life. And it promises to be as revolutionary, if not more so, than everything that came before, shaping the world in ways we can only begin to imagine.